I'm Dustin Tatro with Megan Dobbs with the Community Foundation of Abilene. We're here to talk about Abilanthropy. We all know the name Abilene, and many of us have in our vocabulary the word philanthropy. And why don't you define that for us?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say way to go on pronouncing Abilanthropy, because I've had a lot of people try to say it and they've really struggled. It works well as a hashtag, but it's hard to say, so nice job. Kudos on that. So define philanthropy. I guess philanthropy to me is just doing good for others, whatever that looks like, whether it's giving of your time, your energy, your finances, doing something that benefits the good of others.
And that's something that's been in the culture here in Abilene for a while. We have so many nonprofits, but we have several different organizations that support them, the Community Foundation of Abilene, rather, being one of them. So what is Abilanthropy specifically?
So the idea behind Abilanthropy was just like, what is one phrase that we can use to define or describe philanthropy in Abilene? I mean, I see like you said, there's so much of it that goes around. It's really not the Community Foundation's term. I just thought, we're lucky that we live in a place where the I and the L pairs really well with the word philanthropy, so that's how it came about. And so I thought, let's have a uniform hashtag that everybody can use to describe the good that's happening. So you experience a board meeting or a workshop, or maybe you make a donation. You can share that moment with the community by using that hashtag.
And it is a hashtag. It has actually helped KGNZ, because I was trying to let people know, hey, with over 100 nonprofits here, you can, even if you don't have money to do it, support those because of these miniature grants. All you have to do is get on social media and use a hashtag. What have been some of the organizations that have been beneficiaries of that effort so far? Yeah,
so I'll explain kind of how that effort's going, if it's all right, just in case people aren't familiar with it, and then some of the organizations that have benefited. So in addition to the hashtag just being a ubiquitous term that people can use as long as they want to, and hopefully forever, what we decided to do was to give the community a taste of being a grant maker. And so with the announcement of this hashtag and our $100 million in grants milestone since our founding, we thought, let's make these tiny mini grants that the people in the community can actually make, if you will, and get to choose the nonprofits who benefit. So what we've done is anybody who uses the hashtag Abilanthropy on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and make sure it's public so we can find it easily, you have a really strong chance of being chosen as a community grant maker, and we will let you choose which nonprofit organization will receive $100. So we're doing 100 of these $100 mini grants, which amounts to $10,000 that we're giving away. We've got about 40 to go, so there's plenty to go around.
And that was made possible by an anonymous donor, I understand.
Yeah, so some of it was from our discretionary dollars that we had, and then we had an anonymous donor who covered the majority of that. Okay,
so about 40 of them left, and there you have until when to do them?
November 8th. So our annual luncheon is November 8th. That'll kind of be the crescendo, if you will, and the ending of this campaign. Not the ending of the hashtag. We hope that lives indefinitely, but you have, we'll be probably picking one every day between now and then. So use the hashtag and you've got a strong chance at getting to bless the organizations that you care about.
What are some of the things people have been saying about this so far?
I don't know what people are saying as much as what they're tweeting and saying on Facebook and Instagram, because I'm constantly monitoring those. I check, who's been using the hashtag every day. And I don't know what they're saying about the hashtag, but I can tell you that it's really nice to see the stories being shared. People who might have taken a mundane board meeting and instead spun it on social media to say, look at what I'm a part of. I really care about this organization. So it's been nice in that it's bringing out those stories of how people are involved in all of the good work that the nonprofits are doing. Since we, launched this new hashtag and kind of in celebration of our $100 million in grants milestone, is we've been telling a lot of impact stories. We wanted to give people a perspective of what the foundation does and what our donors do by recommending grants to support these organizations. So if you're just in need of a pick-me-up, because everybody is on a Friday, we have all these really positive stories on our website. This dedicated page, you just go to cfabilene.org/100million and it'll take you to this page here where there are all these stories of impact. And then it also explains how the little mini grant giveaway goes with using the hashtag. So it's just chock full of good stuff. There are the stories down there at the bottom.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, and it's just kind of an assortment of grant stories from over the years. Yeah, and I don't know, it's fun because they're positive. It's like, you think about what a donor does, and then they start a fund here, and they recommend grants from their fund to benefit all these causes. And we just wanted a way to highlight that and show what Abilanthropy looks like. Yeah.
And well, we're rather new to being involved with the Community Foundation, getting involved with something called, what is the May 1st day? Abilene Gives,
yeah.
which is kind of a national effort that among nonprofit organizations that you guys have gotten involved in. And it helped us out a lot, but it was really neat to see so many different organizations, many of the nonprofits in Abilene represented, and all of them getting a fair amount of money to help with a project or something that they're working on. So that's really neat to see that there's things you do all year. Of course, you have your major grants that are on cycles, and the funds for that are kind of limited every year. Well, it's a lot of money, but it goes fast.
Yes.
I guess would be a more accurate way to say that. So to have people come in and partner with you around the year and say, let's do little things like this, that's really encouraging to be part of a nonprofit as well. Megan, is there anything else you would want to let people know?
I don't think so. Just remember that we've got a lot of money left to give away in these mini grants. And $100 might sound like a tiny, tiny grant, if you will, and maybe not worth it, but a good testimony was from the Nickel, for example. They've already won a few of them.
So you can do more than one.
Yes, and they've said just with that we've been able to buy dozens of books, or they're kind of quantifying what that amount looks like for them. So that's just one example of what just $100 can do for these organizations. So use the hashtag to share, whatever experience it is that you have related to Abilanthropy, and maybe you'll be chosen. There are a lot left.
Of course, $100 even at KGNZ goes a long way. That buys us a stick microphone similar to this one if we need one. That does a lot for promotions for us. As many of you have complained, we are out of bumper stickers to give, and that's one of the primary ways of letting people that don't know about this station already know about it. So the hashtag is Abilanthropy. Again, that's a mashup of Abilene and philanthropy. It's spelled Abilanthropy, and use that on social media. That would be Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. The staff here will be looking for that hashtag, and if you're chosen, you'll be allowed to pick a nonprofit to give $100 of this anonymous donation to, so it doesn't even come out of your own pocket. There's no way you can lose with this. With Megan Dobbs, Community Foundation of Abilene, I'm Dustin Tatro. More of the Friday Night Football Show on the way.